This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk with the nauseous Duane Toews.
I tell you, it's not easy being me. If my arm was
even,
longer, I wouldn't have to wear these glasses.
It's not even easy being around you.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
It takes 15 years, Kyle Bauer, after a person stops smoking for the body to completely recuperate from its ill effects. Fact or fiction?
You know, I have read different things on that. I have read that almost immediately when you quit smoking that you start to get improvement, better.
Yeah.
And then I have read that other people that have said they quit smoking 30 years ago and got a cancer and they attribute it to smoking they did 30 years before that.
Well, I think that's probably...
like bladder cancer, for instance.
Yeah, that's probably possible, but I think your lungs probably would be...
Well, you don't say lungs, though, right? Because I've learned to not split... I mean, you split a lot of hairs there.
It takes 15 years after a person stops smoking, which, by the way, I kind of got it chuckling. That's not because you're on fire. That's because of cigarettes.
Stop smoking. Okay.
Stop smoking.
All right.
The body completely recuperates from its ill effects.
I'll say fiction.
It's true.
It completely
and
does.
See, that's what I knew. I tried to lead you back after I heard you talking about that 30-year thing.
Completely.
It says after just 5 years without a cigarette, former smokers will cut their risk of smoking-related illness in half.
I have read that.
It takes 5 years to cut it in half.
Yes, but still, I have read that your body will heal itself.
Right.
And it's well worth your time. But again, I have an acquaintance that had bladder cancer, and they attributed it to his smoking many, many years ago.
Right.
So
I got those free radicals rolling a long time ago, and they just eventually...
You know, that's interesting you'd bring up free radicals. I have not heard much about free radicals in the last 10 years. It used to be that people talked about them all the time. And, you know, so is there a reason that you all of a sudden brought that up? Maybe you read it recently, or is it something in the back of your mind?
That's just kind of what I attributed
cancer to is free radicals. Do you care to try to explain to the rest of the world what free radicals are?
No.
Well, what I understand, and I hope
it's just a bad cell.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's millions of cells splitting.
We're made up of a lot of them.
Well, and they're splitting constantly.
Right.
In our body, and every once in a while you get a bad one.
Right.
And you just slough
it off. Most of the time they just die off.
They slough off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just slough them out. That's why your excretion is necessary through water and
kidneys
waste
and liver and everything.
You excrete out those free radicals, but if you don't excrete them, then they hang around.
They get hung up in something, and then all of a sudden you got a potential tumor started.
Right, exactly. And so the reason I guess I was interested to know why you'd heard it, because I just got in a discussion with my daughter not long ago about free radicals, and it was a new term to her. She's a younger person, and she had not heard that. And I thought, you know what? I hadn't heard a discussion about that in a long time, too. I wonder if it's still true.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor. We're here every Tuesday on Ag AM in Kansas.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. Watch Ag AM in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.